Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another day of Clues by Sam. I hope you guys are doing good. We have a medium one today. I'm gonna only play this one today. I'm taking a little bit of a break from community and bonus puzzles, but we did have a very fun community puzzle yesterday. If you haven't played it, I recommend you do. The link is in the description of yesterday's video, and you can also play along with me if you want to, or watch my solve. It was really, really fun, and we learned a new couple of things. So it was really good. It's always nice to play community puzzles because we can see how other people think and also train or exercise or interpretation skills of the clues that we get. So it's really, really nice. But for today, only this medium one. If you're new here, Clues by Sam is a daily puzzle that grows in difficulty along the week. There are 20 people, they are either criminals or innocents, and they give us clues to help us figure out who is what. There's no guessing, the criminals don't lie, so let's start. We have Zola telling us that Olga is one of 4 innocents in column A. So Olga, here we double click Zola's clue to see that Olga is right here, A4, and she is an innocent. There is another 4 people in column A, so if 4 of those 4 of the 5 people there are in column A then are innocents, then we have only 1 criminal. That was terrible phrasing. If there are 5 people total in column A and 4 of them are gonna be innocents, we know there's only 1 criminal, okay? So we leave that there to remind us of that, and we look at Olga's clue telling us there are exactly 3 innocents below Anna. So Anna is definitely one of the innocents in row 4, right? Because there's 4 people below her, and we know that 3 of those 4 are going to be innocents, which means our single criminal for column A is going to be below Anna, so she is an innocent. And she says there are exactly 3 innocents above Umar, so same situation as Anna, only from the bottom up instead of up down. And Umar is going to have either John or Ellie, who are above him, be the single criminal that we have in column A. So that makes him an innocent. And he says that Bobby has exactly 4 criminal neighbors. So Bobby has 5 neighbors total, 4 of which are going to be criminals. And that makes Anna here, who neighbors Bobby, the single innocent neighbor that Bobby has, right? So Ellie becomes a criminal, and because she was yellow as well as John, that makes John an innocent. So that's why we tag them with the same color, and everybody else in neighbors Bobby becomes a criminal here. Now, Gary gives us a new clue. Exactly 2 criminals on the edge have a criminal directly below them. Ooh, I've been got by that before, so I'm gonna pay a lot of attention to this clue, but I'm gonna look at Henry's as well. Ike is one of 3 innocents below Deborah. So we double click Henry here. We see that Ike is right beside him, and he's gonna be a criminal. There's 4 people below Deborah, so 3 of them are gonna be innocents, which makes 1 criminal. Ike also gives us a new clue. Lucy is one of Rohan's 6 innocent neighbors. So Lucy becomes an innocent, and where's Rohan? Right below Lucy. So Rohan has 8 neighbors total. 6 of them are going to be innocents, which makes 2 criminals. Now, let me come back to Gary's clue. 2 criminals on the edges have a criminal directly below them. So now we have to look at the criminals who are on the edges. And one of the criminals on the edges that has a criminal below them is Carl. Even though the criminal who is below Carl is not on the edge, what matters is that Carl is a criminal on the edge. And the person below him is a criminal as well. So that's 1 person. We still don't know about the other one yet, so let's look at Lucy's clue. Only one of the 5 criminals on the edges is Tom's neighbors. Where's Tom here? Tom has 3 people on the edges neighboring him, Maren, Zara, and Zola, and one of them is already an innocent, so we know that Zola is not one of the 5 criminals on the edges, but either Maren or Zara here are. And since we know that there's 3 innocents below Deborah, we now know about 2 of them. Ike is the first one, of course. The second one is either going to be Maren or Zara. But one of these guys here is going to be a criminal. So we know that Tom has to be the 3rd innocent below Deborah, right? And we also get 5 criminals on the edges total. I guess, I don't want to guess, but I think now we know that Bobby has to be the second criminal on the edge with a criminal below them. Because even if Marin is a criminal, she doesn't have a criminal below them, save for Deborah. Everybody in column A who has somebody below them has already been revealed, and none of them are a criminal with a criminal below them. Tom is not a criminal, of course, and if Zara is a criminal, she doesn't have anybody below her. Now, Vince also doesn't have anybody below him, so we know that Bobby has to be a criminal. Let me leave that there, because I want to be 200% sure of that. So I'm going to look at Tom's clue, saying that only one person in row 4 has 2 criminal neighbors. Okay. And Rowan has 1 more criminal neighbor, right? Because he has 6 innocents. So Rowan is in row 4, so he is the only person in row 4 that has 2 criminal neighbors. So that makes Tom, who's giving us a clue, not a person in row 4 who has 2 criminal neighbors. And so far, he's going to have 1 in this pair here. So Rowan, his last neighbor, is not going to be a criminal. And Rowan now says there's an odd number of innocents in column D. In column D, we have 3 innocents below Deborah. So we got to keep that number, which means that Deborah couldn't be an innocent. And now we have 2 criminals here. So C1 and D1, Carl and Deborah. We're going to have a third. Oh, we have Ellie as a third criminal on the edge. And we're going to have either D3 or D5, Marin and Zarek here, be the 4th. If there's a total 5 criminals on the edges, then Bobby is going to be the last one, which makes Vince an innocent. And Kita and Katie opposites. Now, I'm 100% sure of Bobby here being a criminal because of that logic I told you. And that also makes me 100% sure of Vince. If I know how to count, and I do, today, I know how to count. Might be that in the future that doesn't happen. The thing is, how come Olga is in row 4 and she has... Oh, she doesn't have 2 criminal neighbors, sorry. These are opposites. So, no, that doesn't matter. I don't need Tom's clue anymore. Or Rowan's. Or Ike. Or Henry's. Or Gary's. Vince gives us a new clue. 2 sleuths have an innocent directly to the right of them. Where are all the sleuths? We have 3 sleuths, Gary, Katie, and Zola, and they are not as close together as they usually are. So Gary and Katie are B2 and B3. Zola is right at the bottom of column C. And one of the sleuths so far has an innocent to their right. The other one has a criminal. So the second sleuth to have an innocent to their right has to be Zola here. What makes Zara an innocent and Marin a criminal. Now, Bobby says one of the 2 coders neighboring Zola is innocent. And that is Vince. So Kita, we know now, is a criminal, which makes Katie an innocent, and we are done the puzzle. Very nice, very nice. So I took my sweet time making sure of the clues there, because it's very important to go back, figure out what you don't need anymore, because sometimes clearing the board up of all of the information that may be conflicting is very helpful. And it's good to apply that strategy on the lower difficulty ones so that you practice it and have it like by heart on the later difficulty ones. So really good. I hope you guys appreciate the video. I'll leave you here for today. See you tomorrow for more Clues by Sam. Bye bye.